Today I'm reviewing this portable power station by Landnor. It is the 280 watt hour. It's also called a solar generator, and it's rated at 300 watts with a 800 watt peak load. And it's supposed to be fairly lightweight. We're going to go ahead, open up the box, take this Landnor out, see how it looks. There is a user manual to greet you as soon as you open the box. A couple pages, nothing too crazy. We'll go ahead and remove the packing materials. There are two small cardboard boxes inside here. Let's see what's inside these. Inside this first one, I see USB-C cable, a 12-volt accessory outlet if you're really old, cigarette lighter adapter from a car, and just a normal polarized, not even polarized, a normal wall adapter cord. We'll go ahead and kind of set these aside. Take a look in the next box. Inside the next cardboard box, we have the other half of the power charger. So this will just connect to the other one. And I'm thinking that's how we're going to charge this from the wall. Set that aside. And then we can go ahead and pull out this big battery. Looks like that's all that's inside the box. We can get the box out of the way and take a look at this Landnor battery bank. It's not, doesn't feel very heavy. Size-wise, we're at, let's call it about a little under 9 inches by about 8 inches to the top of the handle. And then the depth is about 6.5 inches. Not overly large, should be fairly easy to lug around and carry, easy to travel with. It's not going to take up much space. And we've got a selection of USB ports on the front. It looks like they're rating this as a 60 watt USB-C charge. Then you have your normal 5 volts at either 2.4 amp 5 volt USBs, and at the bottom here we've got a 5/9 volt USB as well. You have your normal polarized grounded outlet as well as this DC output, which would be the cigarette lighter adapter here. And you also have some regular old barrel plugs that you can use, and looks like there's also a light. The light comes on very easily, nice and bright. And ooh, you got 3 settings. He gets even brighter. Then you got a flashing, an SOS, and then it cycles off. This had arrived. It's showing here at 82% capacity. When we turn this light back on, it's giving you an estimate. We're using 2 watts of power for this LED, and it's letting us know we only have 88.5 hours remaining if we just use this light. I do like that it's giving you a indication of the load you're putting on the battery as well as an estimated remaining time as you're depleting the battery. And at the high one here, we're actually seeing 10 watts for this LED. And even at that 10 watt bright light, it's saying we've got just under 64 hours of runtime. And an SOS pattern uses about 6 watts, so you've got 84 hours, give or take. It's going to last a pretty good long time in an emergency. I'll go ahead and test some other accessories on this. I'll run normal AC power, see how well that works. I'll try to see if I can figure out a way to test the accuracy of the power draw. I do have a power meter that I can plug in here, and we can, actually it's going to cover this up. I'll see what we can do if we can compare this to see how accurate it is, and we'll see how quickly this charges. Since it's at 82%, I'm going to run this battery down a little bit before I try to charge it up, and we'll see how quickly it charges and at what rate from the wall that it's pulling. So far, I do like the size of this. It's going to be nice to bring camping. We'll discharge this, do some testing, and continue this review. I was able to power 8 LED recessed lights with this battery using the AC plug. This was pulling 67 watt load on the battery, which it was able to maintain for about 6 hours at the charge level I had. After draining the battery, I connected through my kilowatt for charging. The Landnor displayed a 61 watt charge rate, and it estimated 8.5 hours to fully charge. However, my kilowatt was showing 72 watts at the power outlet. This would equate to about an 85% efficient charging process. My Landnor charged to 83% in about 4.5 hours. I then paused charging to get some sleep, and the final 17% took just about an hour for a total of about 5.5 hours to fully charge from a wall outlet. I like the lightweight of this battery, and it has a huge selection of outputs and can be quickly charged. I'm rating this 5 out of 5 stars.